All right, we are going to look at percent. Well, let's go show you the assignment that we're working on here. We are finding percent of a number 4 right here. Remember, you would click on this and you would click on your Gmail address to get you logged into this worksheet, and then you will complete the worksheet on the TeacherMade app. All right, let's go back here. This is going to be a little bit different than what you've been doing. What you've been seeing are problems that say 15% of 500 is what? And you're having to find the amount. But these questions are different. They're not giving you the percentage. This says what percent of a number, $612, is $153. So we're going to have to work this slightly differently than what you did whenever you had the percent and you were just multiplying. All right, so we're going to take a snip of, let's see, I'm gonna take a snip of a few of these questions right here for you. We're going to do the 4 of them right here. And I'm going to call this save as percent 4. And I'm going to put that on my desktop so I can find it, so that we can easily use that over here. All right, so let's go to our document right here. And I'm going to insert that picture on my desktop. Percent 4. Here we go. All right. Now, we've got what percent of some number is something. Now, remember that I told you before that of always means times or multiply, means multiply, right? We'll put an X out here so that you know that it means times. All right. Is always means equals. Put a little equal sign in there so you know what that means. Now, we're going to take a look at a couple of these problems and show you how to do them. All right, so first of all, we have, I'm going to shrink this a little bit so that we can see more of what we're doing. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to have what percent of $612 is 153. So we're going to put that right here. What percent of $612 is $153? Okay. So we don't know the answer to that. So we're going to have to figure that out. So we're going to have some percent, we don't know what it is, times 612. We can take the dollar sign off for right now. Equals 153. All right, notice that that looks a little bit like, oh, I don't know, an equation where you're having to solve for something. So we're going to say that our percent, we're just going to use the number P for percent, or the letter P. Did you hear me say number P? It's the letter P. All right, percent times 612 equals 153. All right, so you could write that again, 612 times P. The other one got to uppercase, but we'll fix that. We'll make it lowercase again. All right, 612P equals 153. Well, if they're together like that, that means we're multiplying them. So if we want to get rid of it, then we're going to have to divide both sides by 612. So you're going to have 612P divided by 612 equals 153. And note the slash means divided by 612. 612 because we have to do it to both sides. All right, well, the 612 here and the 612 here will cancel each other out. So all we'll be left with over here is P, and we're going to go back and we're going to make sure it's lowercase, and that's going to be equal to, and then we're going to take this 153 and divide it by 612. Let's get our calculator. So we're going to have 153 divided by 612, and that equals 0.25. So P equals 0.25. That's our decimal. So in order to change that to a percent, we're going to move our decimal 2 places to the right. So we're going to move it 1, 2. So that means it's going to be 25%. All right. So that's what you would have typed into the box right here. You would type in 25%. All right. I'm going to leave this one here just for a second. You can pause it if you want to look at it again or write down the problem so that you can put your answer into the box here. And then I'm going to erase it so that we can put another number in here. The what percent of $32 is $8 so that you can see how that works. All right, pause it if you want to. And when you turn it back on, we're going to change it. All right, $32 right here. We're going to change that to $32, and we're going to change this to $8. All right, we're going to do it the same way we did here. We're going to say some percent times, because of is times, 32, because it's $32 there, and you don't have to put the dollar signs on that part, equals 8. All right, so let's solve our equation. We have P. We're going to go back because we want it to be lowercase p times 32 equals 8. Now we're going to make it an expression that's easier for you to see. 32 times p equals 8. Now, if we're multiplying by 32 here, 32 times p, to get rid of it, we have to divide by it. So we're going to see 32p divided by 32 equals 8. And we have to also divide that side by 32. All right, remember that the two 32s here will cancel out, and you'll be left with p. And that is equal to, all right, we're going to come over here and we're going to say 8 divided by 32. Oh, looky there, we got 0.25 again. All right, 0.25, which is also equal to, remember, if we move our decimal 2 places to the right, we get 25%. All right, so you would put 25% right here. All right, we happen to get the same answer on both of those. We're going to do one more. Let's do number 3. Remember, you can pause this video while this is on the screen so that you can look at it again, or you can write it down and put it into your worksheet. Otherwise, you can keep listening, and we're going to work number 3. All right, number 3 says $810, and what percent of it is $405. All right, so we have some percent times 810. We're just going to change this problem down here, 405. All right, so we have P times 810. We're still using our numbers that were up there. Don't let that confuse you. Now, this time, we're using 810. And our total here, or our percentage that we found was 405, or the amount of the percentage. All right, now remember, if you are multiplying times 810 right here, you have to divide by 810. And then right here, we're going to say 405, And remember, we have to divide by the same number right here, 810. All right. So let's get our calculator. Let's clear it out. I'm going to say 405 divided by 810. And we come up with 0.5. So P equals 0.5. Now, remember that you have to move your decimal 2 places to the right. So if you need to remind yourself by putting a 0 here, you can do that because you're going to go 1, 2, and that is equal to 50%. So that's what you would put in your answer for number 3. All right, so let's go take a look. Here, I'll leave this right here for a second if you need to write something down. Remember to pause the video. All right, so we decided that right here, this was 25%. Remember when we did that? And our second one was also 25%. Make sure that you put the percent with your answer. And this one was 50%. Make sure you put your percent sign there because you can't just put 25. 25 of 612 is not 153, but 25% of $612 is $153. So put your percent signs because these are percents, not dollars. You'll need to finish all 10 problems there. And then remember to, you can click on I'm done when you're done. Mine looks different because I'm just previewing the worksheet. All right, we're going to stop this video and you guys can mark those problems.